Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity 2.
So scary.
This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that he chose to join me today in the Hanging Sepulchres, where we fought... I don't actually remember his name. He was like this big, bad spirit that was bad. But we're not here for that. We are probably going to have to fight something. But I am here for the Matron Skull. And I don't actually know where it is. It says, the altars of the dead. Among the altars of the dead. What exactly does that mean, the altars of the dead? So we're doing missions for the Seeker Slayer Survivor expansion.
You see that?
We found something. There's a skull. We found it. We found it. We found it. And of course, there's friends. Oh yeah, they don't even say anything. It's just like friends all of a sudden. We got Shodi over there. She might not want to be over here. Let's try and do an Elthus symbolism thingy.
Yes.
Let's do also a little bit of lightning, because they are very weak, and 81 damage each. What the heck did 81 damage there? I don't know what I did. It must have been like melee attacks or something. Here come the lightning.
Hey, watch it with that.
Oh yeah, we cast bad things. It's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna take damage based on our own. It's totally fine. Risen? No, that's a different thing. Risen Armsman. And more Risen Armsman. Good things. That symbol works well. Well, wait, there's two symbols? You cast two symbols. Good job. Because I ordered a custom symbol and her AI decided to do something else. It's fine. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Do more lightning. Yes. Lightning is good. And then you do a little bit of this. Maya is not going to be healed, but it should be fine. Because she doesn't have any friends on her side anymore. Or I say friends, I mean enemies. And on her side, I mean against her. It should be fine. We just have some steel spine swashbucklers.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Nothing that we haven't fought before. Although we are... They are moving... Oh. Was that guy always there? Because I didn't see him before. Maybe he was sneaking or something. There we go. Oh no, you're gonna die, aren't you? Did you just die? Did she just die? I think she might have just died. Maybe. Probably not. We're good.
Indeed.
Indeed we are. Ooh, leaving still. That's or not still. Steel. That is pretty good. And we also got the skull. Let's look at the skull, because I want to see what that is. We haven't really... Oh no, we did look at the pearl. This skull, roughly the size and shape of an ogre's, is actually carefully sculpted from smooth gray marble. A sizable chunk of Adra is set in one eye, while the other reveals the intricate copper lattice work secreted within the stone. Not secreted. I'm not really sure if it's written the same way. Secreted and secreted. To secret something away. That is one way of phrasing it. I don't know. Anyway, we're leaving. How did we get in here? Sacred Stair? That's how we got in here. Oh no. No, it's totally fine. Thought I had to go around. Anyway, let's look at our quests over here. And we did all these three. Very nice. The Slaying Face. If I wish to gain the favor, compete the Savage Things and Poetry Aplenty. Or a Potion of Plenty. That's not Poetry Aplenty. Unfortunately, return to Neal in the Unstable Coil. The Unstable Coil? I managed to get a sufficient quantity of Soul Essence. Oh, yeah. Not in the Unstable Coil. With the Unstable Coil. I have all the Soul Essence for that. Which means we're ready to go back. You know, to the island of Tuamataku. I don't actually remember the name. Tuatamaru?
You, need anything?
My ink replenishes itself. I am in no physical pain.
Pretty neat trick, if you ask me.
Thank you.
Well, I suppose it is a pretty neat trick. How's the head to KO? Her original question. I don't remember Takeo actually having... I don't know what she's referring to is what I mean. I don't remember what... Takeo taking a blow to the head or anything like that. But anyway, yes, we're going back to... I still didn't... I wanted to check the name of the island. No, I didn't. That island. The Crucible. Yes, but what is the name of the island? Kazawari. Not with a T? Well, let's make the journey. It's quite a journey, actually. 2 days. We got Principe San Patrana over there, and we're already inland. So let's go into the Crucible. I say go into the Crucible, but I don't know if I can. No, I can. Huh. Sure. But you can't click on the icon. You need to click on the lettering. There's a name for that, and I don't know the name of that thing. It's a famous name because those things are important. You have tasted what the arena expects of you. Sure. Let's go to... I don't remember their name anymore. I think they're over here, maybe? No. Dominga. Nell, that's the one. Hi. Save the game just in case.
You're back! Does that mean the belt is ready?
His dark eyes dart about, searching for you. Yeah, it's feeling pretty warm.
Excellent.
Niall takes the offered belt, setting it on his cart, and affixes a pair of copper wires to the Adra buckle. They run a small gauge before terminating in a pair of flasks. The liquids in the flasks shimmer with essence.
That's a weak charge, but enough to start with. Some preliminary tests verify the principles of the thing. Oh!
He rummages through his cart and then carefully hands you a human skull. Most of a human skull, anyway. The dome is missing, and thick red liquid swishes within.
Wouldn't be the first time I drank from a skull. Just don't tell my high priestess.
This skull started me down this path, or this branch of it. It occurred naturally in the arena. A champion died, but his skull was so infused with essence that it produces its own, well, not potion exactly, but, substance.
Once per rest, plus 30 health restored. That's interesting. A never-ending drinking skull. Huh, I've been looking for one of these.
Exactly. It's incredibly convenient. Oh, you're jesting, aren't you?
Shodi everybody likes that, I think.
I shouldn't need it anymore. Not with what you've given me. With what you'll provide.
He grins, but his eyes linger on the skull.
One moment, please.
He turns back to his device, works at it with his tools, and then turns back to you. I also gained another thing called the less unstable coil. I think I'm gonna need to use it anyway. Maybe. It doesn't look like it's a belt. It doesn't say anything, so we'll figure it out.
Here, it should hold a stronger charge now, provided you engage enemies with stronger souls.
He returns the belt to you.
Truly, though, I can't thank you enough times. Was there anything else I could do for you before you get back to advancing the art of animancy?
No, it's good. That is a belt? It is a belt. Well, I guess I'm using it. And this is once per rest. It's just over there. Sure, I'll put it over here. Does anybody... Yeah, I don't have the things that I probably should have equipped. It doesn't matter because
lovely.
We don't use the skull. No, the belt. She replies, or she says that based on the belt. What exactly am I missing here? Fortitude, armor freezing rating. That's not, or freeze armor rating. That's the one. That doesn't matter much. We're good. So, do not disappoint. You have tasted what the... Yeah, they say always the same. I just wanted to make sure I had read that properly. So now we can give these things. And we get an extra quest for each one of them. Well, we completed all the tasks. So that's a thing. Death's depthless. Wait, what? Task updated. Task completed. Oh, that's the dead flow. That's different. That's different. It's this one. Fight in the Crucible while wearing the thing. Task updated. Yes. The Crucible. I need to earn the favors. And that's just how it is. Let's get ourselves in there and get ourselves a fight. We're going to continue in the Seeker's Path over on this side. That's about it. Territorial and protective by nature, bog oozes defend to the death whatever environment they choose to inhabit. Some oozes develop a symbiotic affinity for magical wards, which makes dispatching them a more complicated task. Enterprising seekers will need to find a means of dealing with their primordial foes while navigating the dangers of active wards. It's gonna be invisibility bubbles again, isn't it? Dang it, that's such a stupid mechanic. It's so bad. Come on. Anyway, not unique to the DLC. Let's see what the faces have to say.
Though lumbering and erratic, the ooze is a creature well adapted to its environment. Are you equally adaptable?
I sort of cut her off. Or will you...
Clean my armor, Captain.
Sorry. Or will you fail here, says the sticking face. I am very much not adaptable. I am the worst at adapting. I don't know anything about anything. And I am very bad about everything. What's going on? Concentrating, aware, acute concentration. I don't know what's going on. Let's start with that. Let's start with this. We got sickened. Okay, a little bit of lightning. These things are foul stench. Probably should have destroyed or tried to destroy them from afar. That is good enough. Let's wait until you're done there so I can cast this. And then you're casting that again. Don't do that. Do this one instead. That is a good one to cast. Go for it. We're all blinded, and it's all very bad, and I have zero hope that this is actually going to end in anything good. But it maybe won't end in anything in things that are bad. So we got a little bit of that. We got a Circle of Aethys coming up. We're gonna go with Shield of the Faithful to the people at the front. Probably should have done that a little bit better than what I'm doing right now, but that's fine. Ishiza's still up, which is very surprising, honestly. I'm gonna go ahead and get nothing. Okay, let's do Plague of Insects. What are they immune to? A bunch of other stuff. Plague of Insects sounds like a good thing, or a bunch of stuff, not just other. It doesn't seem like it's gonna affect too many of them, but let's go ahead and do that. Also taking tremendous amounts of damage. Penumbra is. We should be okay. She's casting the Circle of Fear. I think we're doing well. Mostly keeping track of my health down here is what I'm doing right now. Let's get a full serving of health going on right there. While Takeo is still stunned. And now she's casting... I don't actually know what that is. Shining Beacon. Yeah, I don't cast that all that often. It's a single class, single target. It's fine. And she keeps casting it. Good job for you. That's good. Come on, get me Takeo. Takeo doesn't want to come out of that. They're all together over here. Is that what I need to adapt to? Them multiplying or something? Because I think that might be what I need to adapt to.
Everything hurts.
Everything does, but it's fine. Sometimes it doesn't, and you leave for those moments. They don't seem to have multiplied all that often. Or all that much. I really thought that they had, because there was so many of them up there. Is that what happens to these things? But I think we're good. It is! Lesser Bog Ooze.
Strike.
Yeah.
Be sick.
That's the adaptation that we had to do over here.
Hey, that wasn't that bad.
There we go. It wasn't that bad at all. And we got ourselves sigils of... what are those for? Seriously, we got all those sigils?
Though your foe claimed a fortified position, you emerge victorious.
Yeah, no thanks to you. Thanks very much. I don't like the fortified position bit. But this time around, it wasn't really that fortified. That was just bad. That was just a little... It didn't matter. The other one was a lot worse. As you step away from the blood-scented chaos of the arena and into the darkened antechamber, you sense a lurking presence. It's not unlike stepping through a cobweb.
Again and again, you stand victorious in this sacred place.
The shimmering form of the woman you saw in the forest coalesces from the shadow.
It seems no weakness escapes your attention. No advantage goes unclaimed. We are not unimpressed.
We? Who else do you mean?
This place was my life's work, but never was I alone. We desire only your success. When you fed of conflict and suckled on blood, the souls shall sing as one. Rouse them, and they will open the way to us.
If it's so important that I'm victorious, why would the Crucible allow me to lose?
The Crucible is not in accord with itself. It knows neither what it wants nor what it needs. Anyone could rouse the souls here, but only a Watcher can reach us through them.
Yeah, well, considering I'm on an island built by cutthroat competition, it seems safe to assume you're using me.
I openly lure you from one danger to the next. Certainly, the Crucible means more to me than your safety and well-being, but for now, they are one and the same. My hopes rest upon you. It is in my interest, and that of Kazuwari, that you succeed.
I met someone like you in the Valley of the Boars.
The surviving face, an individual only bested by time. So long as the Crucible exists, I suspect they will be here. Stubborn, yes, but constant.
The other face used to be a living being? She nods.
As was I. But life is not equivalent to existence. You know this well, do you not?
Oh yeah. Just who are you?
The architect, the spinner of this web, the one who sought endlessly and then beyond. We are all many things to many people. To you, I am the seeking face, and a guide, if you'll accept it.
I also encountered another of your kind after dealing with a Stelgar in Lowveld, or something.
The slaying face, the very image of Tuamawai's rage, a lifelong disciple of carnage. Beware his fury. The contenders fall away in screams and lamentation. A champion will soon emerge. Ready yourself. The Lord of the Hunt abhors the ill-prepared.
Is that the first time we hear that? Because I'm very bad at also preparation. The woman's visage thins into nothing.
Another chat with the faces?
Yeah, the seeking face specifically.
Strange, I didn't see or hear anything. Perhaps you're more attuned to them now. Or maybe it's because you're among the stones of the Crucible. Regardless, you seem to be on the right track. Keep at it.
Will do. I also want, speaking of preparation, to look at the wards that we got. So these are one-time uses? Sigil of Death Ward Stone. Basically, immunity to Sigil of Death. I see. These might actually be the way to beat the Sigil of Nightmares, Sigil of Atrophy. These might be the way to beat that one enemy that I didn't want to do, and still don't. You have tasted what I have. the super boss, the mega boss, I think is what the game calls them, or what they were designed as anyway.
Ah, Watcher. I hear tale of another artifact ripe for the reaping. Welcome back. I hope I can be of service, friend.
Did you hear any tales regarding the artifacts?
Rare is the hunter as interested in the past as the present. It warms my heart to find a spirit as kin to mine own as you. The seeking face approves of your investigations. It whispers now of an ear that hears tell of what is to come. The divinations can be sold for copper among the trinket mongers of Nekataka. The spider would have you claim that ear for your own.
He smiles faintly as if at some joke or some private joke.
You now know, as I know.
He bows his head to you, though his eyes remain on yours, peering from beneath his bushy brow. Just the one. I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's the spider. The seeking faces hunt for the fortune teller's ear. That's an easy one to get. So let's not do that. Let's leave when we have more things. Let's do tactical ogres. That sounds strange. Brace for impact as you relive a skirmish against a crew of ogre pirates. Twice as tall and many times as massive as any kith, the ogre is a living embodiment of the slaying face, and even a single ogre is capable of taking and dealing immense amounts of pain on its own way. Oh, sorry, on its way down, I should say. On its own way. Well, that doesn't even make sense. So, yeah, we're gonna kill some ogres. Or at least one. I don't know. It's the tactical ogre. It's all camouflaged and things.
This is the truth of the jungle. As strong as you are, there is always someone stronger. How one deals with this matters the slayer. Luck is for the weak. May the most savage win.
That's the slaying face. And we have ogres with anchors.
Remember Korgrak? You think he's part of Aethys now?
I don't know Korgrak. I don't remember Korgrak. That sounds like a bad time for him, though.
I'm listening.
Shoot that thing.
Got someone in my sights.
Yeah, shoot it.
Aye, aye.
Shoot it. Well, that's a good start. The rest is not a good start. Okay, Takeu's casting a bad thing. Okay. We're all going over there. That's good enough. Let's keep track of what Shodi is doing here. Or Ishiza, actually. Yeah, because Ishiza is at the back. And Penumbra Maya. Yeah, they're going for Maya, which makes sense. Everything else is sort of good. Okay, let's get this to blow up. That's bad news. Apparently that goes through the barricade. And that's a lot of damage right there, and that needs to be done while we're not in the vicinity of the barrels. Because they do a lot of damage. Am I doing damage to you, Takeo? Caustic Fire? That might be. Oh, they're dead. We got ourselves the Changelings Mantle, which is potentially pretty good. It's got pelts of many kinds. Summons a random non-combat beast of Gallowayne at the start of combat. Each beast has an aura that applies a bonus to all allies near it. That's an interesting thing to use. That's a pretty interesting thing to use.
Lost the light.
She was... Don't mind it. It's fine.
Such fury from so small a hunter. Your ferocity will serve you well, Watcher.
Will it, though? Will it? Also, it wasn't very Fury-like. I did the thing. And that was that. That was an easy fight. Such an easy fight compared to the first one for the Seeker. Or the first one, anyway. The one with the invincibility bubbles.
If it isn't the Watcher.
Well, if it isn't, then it's somebody else, isn't it? A man's voice rings out in a rich baritone. Despite its warmth, the warrior's eyes are narrow and discerning.
And even smaller than I expected.
The dwarf snorts.
If this is our competition, victory is ours for the taking.
A motley of soldiers, each arrayed with more weapons than they have hands to wield them, stops as you approach. From behind their garish helmets, they size you up. I'm sorry, who are you?
We're the Dragon Stalkers, the reigning champions of the hunt. Considering the game we normally hunt, kith like you are easy pickings.
The warrior passes an ornate axe from one hand to the other, idly juggling the blade with a smile. Dragon Stalkers, not dragons, plural. So you can only handle one? Sounds unimpressive.
I'll have you know we've slain 3 dragons. Tuamawai blessed our band, and soon all shall see.
3 dragons, adorable.
And exactly how many dragons have you slain?
Well, there was the Sky Dragon in Northweald.
Whatever. Anyone can get lucky once.
The warrior folds his arm, lifting his chin to stare down his nose at you. I slew the Hydra Dragon that was living below the castle.
Big deal. So you've slain 2 dragons. Even sundials get lucky twice a day.
He clears his throat. No, they don't, actually. Who wrote this? Are you... What? Oh my god, no they don't. What? Also... That's... They don't get... They wouldn't even get lucky once. Sundials are a 24-hour... Well, it's not hour, but, you know, it's equivalent to the 24-hour clock. If you have a face clock that has 24-hour rotation rather than a 12-hour, that's what a sundial is. Except it doesn't work at night, but I mean it could theoretically. But anyway, the point is, well, actually, I say it could because it probably does if you're in the poles and it's summer. Anyway, the point is they don't get lucky because the reason why a broken clock is right twice a day, which is the reference there, is because the broken clock is stopped. And the joke is, and it never, well, it seems to be never taken to its full thing because it's a joke. It's not supposed to be a morale or like you're not supposed to take lessons from it. The joke is that it's better to be sort of, it's better to be broken than to be slightly off, because when you acknowledge that you're wrong, you're not like pretending that you're right, and you know the absence of truth does less harm than the pretense of truth or truth or something like that. Anyway, that's the morale. The point is, no, sundials don't stop because the sun is not stopped in the sky. He clears his throat, his weight shifting from one foot to another as he rocks sideways. Also, I did kill the 2 bog dragons in maximum difficulty, but it wasn't with this character, as it turns out. There was an alpine dragon in White March. Slew that.
Okay, so you slew 3. Very impressive. We're all very impressed.
With an overly pompous flourish, the warrior bows to you in mock admiration. Yeah, I also killed Narishalash, the corpse dragon of the Dead Flow, but then he flew away.
I am not so sure that one counts, Ayamiko.
Certainly not.
Don't hurt the Watcher's feelings now, friends.
Well, I think that about covers the subject of dragons I've slain.
Good on you. I doubt you'll live past our encounter in the Crucible. But if you do, maybe you have a future of dragon slaying ahead of you. But as much as we'd love to flap jaws, battle calls, we'll be seeing you.
The warrior salutes you with a wry smile, as he and his gang strut down the drawbridge, basking in the audience applause as they take center stage in the grim business of the Crucible. It really does, like, it's not any better that these people are all jerks.
I got it.
I am still killing people for something I am not aware of, or for no reason, basically. So, still detached over here. However, I'm out of time, so we're gonna have to continue being detached from our character in the next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pills of Eternity 2. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, Go ahead, leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.